Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's look, I wanted to do something a little bit on the darker side and with some somewhat color. Um, I do apologize about my hair and about my shiny face in the middle of me editing my video. I realized that I did not do an intro for it. So if you want to see how I achieved this look, then please keep on watching. Alright guys, so for today I'm going to be using whatever's left over my Urban Decay face priming spray. It has just like the tiniest bit left. And then for today's primer, I'm still going to be using the Catrice Prime and Fine Primer. If you guys haven't tried this out, I highly recommend it if you have. Like if one of your struggles is wrinkles or fine lines, creasing, I found that this helps with that. I mean, it does also hide your pores, but for me, that's not really a concern. It's more for creasing and no creasing, and that's just about it. Alright, so today I also already did fill out my eyebrows just to cut off some time. And then I'm going to be going in with the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir in color Warm Beige. This one, I'm not sure if it's my color. And it's a little light for me, but we'll make it work. So I'm just going to spread that all over my face. And then for today's look, I wanted to go in with some color. Wanted to play with my Jaclyn Hill palette since I've been seeing a lot of videos of her new palettes that came out. Well, I'm not sure if they're out yet or not, but I'm contemplating on getting those just because some of those colors are similar to what is already out. Of course, if y'all don't know, Jaclyn Hill is a YouTuber that's been working with Morphe to get some palettes, well, that have released some palettes. And the first palette she released is this one. And then it has all these neutral shimmers, mattes, colors in, and then she's just releasing some other palettes with colors that she states that didn't make it to that original palette. But I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. I believe each palette is $15, or you can buy the whole bolt for $49, and then there's like a 10% discount code that you can use with any like YouTuber that's affiliated with Morphe to get 10% off. Alright, so once everything is blended in, I'm gonna go in with my NYX concealer in CW05. And this is just to cover up, add some extra coverage to these dark areas that I have that I want to cover up before I put on my actual concealer. And so some of the darkness that I have are just from my smile lines and also around my mouth, and then of course under my eyes. So that just gives an extra brightening effect, and it doesn't give like that once you put on your concealer on top, it actually looks more even. So if y'all were wondering why every time you put on concealer and you can still see some darkness through, it's because you have to like use a color corrector underneath, unfortunately. So the next thing I'm going to use is my Tarte Shape Tape. This one's in the color medium, just because I am going for more of a flawless look on my face because I'm going to be using such dark colors. And I typically just basically dot this around my face. I don't do a lot because you can, if you use this concealer with a heavy hand, you're going to be blending for days. And then, I don't know if y'all guys have seen, but Tarte came out with a new concealer called Tarte Creaseless Concealer, I believe. And it's like in a little tube. And the tube actually looks like the, let's see if I have it. The tube actually looks like the Maybelline one, but with a purple lid. And I'm really interested on trying that, but I forgot if it's already out or not. Alright, so once I blend that out, I mainly just use this to brighten up the center of my face. Just to give that illusion that, you know, I'm awake, been awake, I have my life together. All that good stuff. And then I also do it in my forehead just because, like I said, I'm going to be doing a heavy, some dark colors on my eyes. Alright, so once I have that blended out, and everything looks even, if you feel like you overdid the concealer, this is a good thing about a beauty blender, is that you can just go back to the spot where you did your foundation and just go over it. And then, I almost forgot what I'm doing. Oh yeah, setting powder under the eyes. And for that, I'm going to use, of course, my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in Fair Light. And actually today I am going to go to Sephora because I'm really interested in buying this setting powder from Hourglass. But I don't think Sephora carries that. I think I'm going to have to buy it online. But I want to go just to check it out and see if they do. And then just set that underneath everything. And then again, I only set the powder. I don't bake. Just because under my eyes is very dry. And I do have wrinkles. So if I ever do bake, it just accentuates that even more. Alright, so once I have my base completed, then I'm going to set the rest of my face, and I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild pressed foundation powder, and this one is in color 825C. And with that, I just like using a flat tapered brush like this, and then I just stipple it all around my face. And this brush is actually from Morphe. I got this brush, and I think I've heard this before, that I got it in a set from Laura Lee's brush set from Morphe. And that's a good thing about, I don't have anything against when YouTubers collab with certain brands, because they end up bringing, you know, us the consumers really cheap, well, in a sense, cheap products or discounted products, because of course they want you to support them and buy whatever they're selling. The only thing that I have a problem with is when they release a product and it's not good quality. That's what I don't like. But the brush set was like $54 and you got like a 10% off code. And then it came with this cute little pink bag. And I thought it was a good price for all those brushes because it was a mixed in of an eye face brushes. So the next thing is I'm gonna go in my Physicians Formula bronzing powder, and I'm just gonna add some color back to my face. Just to semi-balance that out. Alright, so once I have that base done, then I'm gonna go in with primer. I'm actually gonna have to dig my Smashbox primer out, which I don't know where I left it. Okay, so I'm gonna use my Smashbox primer for that because I've been using a couple primers that I haven't really liked, and I just want to go back to what was working for me. And this is in the color Light. And then I just spread that out. And then I tap it in because once this product dries and you try to spread it out, you can make it look splotchy. So this product it's like a medium, in the medium level of user-friendly products. So then now that it's dry, I just tap it in to spread it out. And voila. You can tell it is very even compared to the Too Faced Shadow Insurance that I have, or the Lorac one. But again, if you don't have such dark eyelids like I do and oily ones, you won't have an issue, trying to find a primer that works for you. I just have a very complicated skin, and that's why I tend to use very precise products for my skin, because unfortunately I can't just go off and try every single little thing because I know it's not going to work out for me. So the next thing I'm grabbing is just my Wet n Wild Cream Brulee eyeshadow single, and just setting that primer. And then once that is done, then we get to the fun part, which is color. Like I said, I'm gonna be going in with this Jaclyn Hill palette. I think, yes, you can still find it on Ulta, Morphe, all that good stuff. I really like this palette just because it is very pigmented and you do have a lot of variety of colors. You have, of course, your neutrals, your warm tones. You have a couple cool tones right there in the corner, and then, of course, your colors. And for today, I've been really wanting to try this green out. I love these dark colors. I know it's summertime, but I don't tend to do my looks based on the weather outside. I just go based off of what's really calling my name lately. Alright, so for the first color I'm actually going to be using is this. It's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's too early for me, sorry guys, but it's this color right here. And I'm going to grab that very lightly, and I'm actually going to put it all over my crease. And this is just a tip. If you feel like you're not blending out your eyeshadow as good as you want, try holding your brush at the very end. Because if you hold it too close, like you have such a stiff circular motion, but if you hold it at the very end, like there's just more flexibility on it. And so then I'm going to do the next eye. And I tend to not use tape just because I guess I don't go for that sharp look. I mean, if you guys want me to do sharp looks like that, I can. But I technically don't. Alright, so for the next color I am going to use, it's going to be actually the color right next to it, which is a little bit darker. And then I'm going to change up my brush and go in with a more like a pointed, fluffy brush, which I thought I had it. So this is basically the brush I'm going to use. And then I'm just going to concentrate it more on the crease line. Alright, so once you get the look you're going for, you'll go originally back with that fluffy brush with no added extra color. And you just want to blend out the line. So once you get the blended desired look, you'll do the same thing on the other eye. And then you'll go back. Basically it's repetitive on each eye. And then of course the main thing is just making sure everything is blended together. Alright, and just to deepen it up just a little bit, well actually I'm gonna originally just go in with the color. So then I'm gonna go with the green now. And I'm actually gonna go with a more pointed brush, a little smaller. And it's gonna be like this size. And then I'm gonna go with the green and I'm gonna concentrate it on the outer corner of it. And then I'm also gonna do a little bit in the inner corner. So the good thing about these eyeshadows is that they're not that they don't have that much kickback, so you don't have to worry about eyeshadow falling underneath and messing up your concealer. So once you have the placement, then you start filling in that green. to the desired color look. And then again, you might want to watch how you place your eyeshadows compared to me. I do have hooded eyes, so I do have to bring up the color a little bit higher than usual. Alright, so then the next brush I'm going to use is this rounded fluffy brush, just to blend out the edges and the colors together. And then you also want to look at your eye from afar, just making sure that you are blending your eyeshadow the direction you want it to blend. And then I'm actually going to go in with just the tiniest bit of the green. I just tapped it in very gently, just so I can connect those colors. Alright, so once you have the intensity that you want, I'm actually going to go back with my original blending brush, and then I'm going to go with the first color that I put in my crease, which is going to be this one right here. And I'm just going to lightly dip it and then just bring that color back into the crease. Alright, so once I have the blending how I want it, then I'm just gonna come back with some of that green to just pat in some of the color back in there. Alright. And now I'm just going to repeat the same thing on the other eye. Alright guys, now that you have both eyes even, well, looking even and the color darkness that you are wanting, then we're going to, excuse me, fill in the middle, well, the center of the eye. And I'm just going to use this LA Pro Conceal Concealer just to cancel out some of that darkness that's in there. I mean, you can use a brush to be more precise, but I'm just gonna use my finger. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to balancing out the mirror versus so you guys can see what I'm doing. So bear with me. Alright, so once you have the center semi-even, then comes the fun part. Should we do a glitter or just a shimmer? And I think I'm probably gonna go in with this dark gold that's in this palette, just because, I mean, why not just keep it in the palette? I mean, just use the colors from the palette. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to grab my finger and just place it right in the middle. And then also with your finger on the edges, just slightly blend it out too. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing with the other eye. But you know what? I think with the other eye, I am going to have to intensify the green. Alright, so once we have that, then we're going to actually go back in with that pointed brush and that green color, just so we can blend out the gold with the green, so it doesn't look so harsh. And then also add some color if you desire, which I kind of do. I want to add some color to this crease right here. And so then the same thing on the other side, on the inner corner, just blend those two colors together. And then we're just going to do the same thing on the other eye. Oops. Alright, and then I'm just going to take that original blending brush and then just blend everything together. Like I said, doing dark looks like this, the main tip is making sure your colors are just well blended. And the rest will just fall into place. Actually, the gold is actually uneven on this side. Alright, and so now we're just going to take again that fluffy brush and just blend out those two colors together. Like I said, just keep looking in the mirror so that way you can just match your eyeshadows up together. Alright, so once that is even, now we're going to go to the lower lash line. So with the lower lash line, I'm just going to go in with the dark green in the outer corner. I mean in the lower outer corner. And then with whatever's left over, then bring it in. And then I'm actually going to go in with a, let me see. And then I'm gonna go in with a small little rounded brush, and I'm just going to take that second dark nudie, well, it's not a nude color, but girl, ladies, I'll get my stuff together and learn how to explain colors to y'all, okay? And then I'm just gonna blend the corners of that. And then I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other eye. And I think I picked up too much color, so I'm just gonna wipe some off on my hand, and then I'm gonna bring it in. And then just repetitive, grabbing that darker second shade and just blending out the edges. All right. So once that is done, then I'm going to grab my eyelash curler and curl my lashes. I don't think I'm gonna do falsies, to be honest, guys. I never do falsies, just because I wear glasses and the falsies, like every time I blink it taps on my glasses. So I'm just gonna do extra coats of mascara. So I'm gonna do that off camera, and then I'll be right back.
2,000 years later.
Okay guys, now that I have the mascara on, I'm gonna go back to the palette, and I am going to use, let's see, which shade am I gonna use in my inner corner? Don't want to use none of those. I'm actually gonna use a mixture of this first shade with that dark gold. So let's see how that looks. Alright, so I'm actually going to use a little bit more gold just because it's just so there it goes. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. Just add that first shade with a mixture of that gold. But to be honest, I might have to mix in a little bit more gold on the other side. But girl, this thing is bam, right in your face. There it goes. Alright, so now that it looks even, I did also drag some of it down my lower lash line. Alright, so now I'm actually gonna go in just with the tiniest bit of that first shade and go underneath my brow bone. Like the lightest hand, because these shadows do not play. Alright, so now that I have that, so now I'm gonna finish up the face. So for a blush, I'm gonna go with just a nude color blush. Don't want to go too overboard. I'm thinking about actually using this Rose Champagne blush from Wet n Wild, just because it's a bit shimmery and just gives the lightest color. But I'm also contemplating if I should use my NYC color. Let's see if I can find it. Alright, so I'm contemplating on either using this Wet n Wild pink Rose Champagne color or this NYC nudie color. I think I'm going to go with the NYC, which is West Side Wine. You can barely tell, but on the skin it just gives a really nice wash of color. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if NYC is still in the drugstores. I know they were discontinued them. I know they took all their products off of Target, which I'm so sad, because I really liked their liquid liner. It was really matte. And of course this blush. Alright, so now that I have that, I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlight. Oops. Always blend that out. And then for my lip color, I'm actually going to give you two options. One's going to be one with lip gloss, or the other one is going to be with a matte lipstick. So for the lip gloss that I like using for nude colors is actually from L'Oreal. Let's see if I can find it. Where'd it go? Alright, so for lip options, I'm going to give you two of them, which one of them is going to be this lip gloss from L'Oreal, which is a very nude color. I'm not going to use no lip liner or anything like that. Actually, take that back. This one, I didn't think it was going to be this cool tone. Actually, scratch that. I don't like this one. Ha ha ha. I think last time I mixed that with a different color because I don't remember it being that cool tone. So let's just go straight in with this Revlon one. So this is the Revlon Ultra HD matte lip color. I actually like these. I like the scent of them. So for the first option is this color. It's just a nude pink. Ugh. Actually, I took that back. I don't like this either. This is not what I was picturing. Okay, so I'm gonna give you two options for a lip color. So the first one is going to be, of course, my typical, using my CoverGirl lip liner in the color Smokey, which is just a color that is similar to my lips, but better. And I think, actually, take that back, I'm gonna try out this Anastasia stripped matte color. I'm actually gonna just use the tiniest bit in the center because this is too nude for my liking. So I'm just gonna put it in the center, and I'm just gonna use my clean finger and tap it out, because I don't want this color everywhere. Alright, so that's the first option, which is just a little bit too of a nude color. Let me fix. Oh, sorry. Let me bronze up before I forget. No wonder my face looked odd. So I'm actually gonna go in with this NYX contour palette. I'm actually gonna go in with this color right here and just, I'm actually gonna use a different brush because that's such a small pan. I'm gonna go in with this slanted face brush. The brand is Kala. My sister got it for me for Christmas. I think she got it from TJ Maxx, but I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna darken up that bronzer because I feel like my face is too washed out. All right, so that looks much better. All right, and so then next option is just putting a lip gloss on top. Which I don't like this lip gloss either. What? Yes.
What are you doing?
Nothing, getting ready.
For a video?
Are you gonna want to go to the store with mommy?
What are you gonna get?
I don't know yet.
Probably not.
Go get changed. Ask Beto, he's gonna go.
No, I have to get changed.
Oh, go see if Beto's gonna go.
If Beto goes?
Then you have to go, come on.
Okay.
But don't come back in, I'm gonna finish this video.
Wait, don't start it yet.
I already did.
Wait.
So the next lip combo that I'm gonna do is just doing a little bit darker. Well, actually more of a peachy tone. So I'm actually gonna do the same thing. I know, sorry guys, my lips are chapped. And actually just going in with my Revlon New Luster Lip Gloss, which I think I'm gonna go with this combo instead, because the Anastasia one was too nude for me. All right, so there goes that lip color. Let me know what you guys think of this dark green eyeshadow look. Again, guys, don't be scared to use color. I love using color on my eyes, especially during summertime. Let me know what other looks you guys want to see or any other palettes that you want me to try. Oh yes, and before I forget, setting spray. Of course, I'm just gonna, you know what, today I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna use my Milani Make It Last setting spray. And I'm just gonna, I think I got some in my mouth. But yes, guys, so this is the finished look. Again, let me know of any other eye looks you want me to do for y'all, or any color or any palette you want me to use. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.